am Maricita Colors in English. Today I will make in knitting this beautiful loop scarf. I made a cross here in the front. It's a stitch super simple that is garter stitch, and I use the Katia's yarn. The name is velour, and I use 100 grams approximately. That is for teenagers and for us, the adults. This yarn, they say, use the needle 7 or 8 millimeters. The scarf we make from long, from here to the long that you want. I have 40 stitches in this scarf. After that, we have the long that we want. I close and I made the cross in front. I use the needle number 8. I will use scissors and a big needle for sew our loop scarf. Welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Empezamos. We begin. I will make a little pattern. For that, you can see how I made my scarf. First, I will calculate the yarn. So I let a little the yarn, and after this, I will make around 10 times the yarn because my little pattern is with 10 stitches. If you want more stitches only for calculate, you must make the number that you want. Now let some centimeters and let free the yarn. And here I have the yarn for make the 10 stitches. I catch the yarn with the 2 fingers because I will make the stitches on the needles. In the center with the needle and from the left to the right, and in the center we have the second stitch from left to right to the center. Here I have 3 stitches, left, right, in the center. I will make my pattern only with 10 stitches, but my loop scarf has 40 stitches. So, like this, I will make the stitches for the pattern. So, here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. 9 stitches and 10. Here I have the 10 stitches. And here I will start with the garter stitch. This is the first row. In Spanish is punto Santa Clara. We will make the knit stitch in both sides. In the first row, always I make the first stitch. From left to right, we insert the needle from left to right. And we make the yarn around the needle, and this yarn stay in the right needle, and the another from the left go out. This is the first knit stitch. Always pull a little your yarn. And you will repeat the same in all the stitches. From left to right, the yarn around our needle, and this yarn stay in or on the needle. Needle, aguja en español. This knit stitch is in Spanish punto derecho. So, like this, I make in my loop scarf 40 stitches. So, like this, I make only the knit stitches in the 10 stitches. And here we make the last knit stitch. And always pull a little the yarn for the our border is uniform. And here we have the 10 stitches, 10 puntos. Like this, I will repeat in all the rows until that I have the length that I want. My scarf has 66 centimeters of long, approximately. In the second row, segunda hilera, the first stitch I don't make, only I pass in the right needle. We pass. The second, we begin with the knit stitch like always. From left to right, yarn over the needle, and we make the knit stitch. I use this stitch, the garter stitch, because the borders are uniform. Don't close in the border. For this, I use this stitch for my loop scarf. We turn the knitting work, and where is the yarn of the beginning in the right side, this is the front of my work. So the first stitch always we pass to the right needle, and we continue with the knit stitches, puntos derechos. I made my scarf with these needles too, the number 8 millimeters. Número. The last stitch, always we will pull a little for that our border is uniform. The first stitch always we pass, and we continue with the knit stitches. Later I will show you how I close my loop scarf and how we sew and make the cross. I made 66 centimeters of long, and when I sew, the width of my scarf is almost 60 centimeters. 60 centimeters of width of my loop scarf. I invite you to subscribe here in my channel, Maricita Colors in English is totally free, and you can find me in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Always we pass the first, and we continue with the knit stitch. So I will come back in my loop scarf. Here I am in my scarf. Here I finish this row. I have 40 stitches in this loop scarf. Bufanda cuello en español. My width is 60 centimeters. I will make the cross here when I sew our loop. Look, I will cross, and after this we will sew our scarf. I will give you the long. From long, I have approximately 66 centimeters of long of my scarf, and from wide I have 28 centimeters. 28 centimeters of wide of my loop scarf. I will close the stitches. The first stitch I pass, and the second I make the knit stitch, and we let a little loose, and this first will go over the second, and the second stay in the right needle. Like this we close all the threads in knitting. We made the knit stitch, not so tight, a little loose, and from the first to the second, look, we will pass over the second, and the second stay in the or on the middle. Here almost I finished to close the 40 stitches of my loop scarf, the second over the first, and like this you must make in your thread. The last stitch I close, and here I will let some centimeters for sew over the scarf. I cut the yarn, and in this last stitch I open a little, and inside I pass the yarn and push the last stitch for that our thread is uniform. Now I am in the front of the beginning. Here in the right part is where I close the stitches. So usually if you want a normal scarf, you can close like this without a cross, front in front, and you can close your scarf. But I will make the cross. I will turn like this, and this side I will join with the another side. Like this, I make the cross in our loop scarf. So here with the big needle, we will close front in front. Always try to look where are the two edges, because the threads move a little when we sew. So it's better always look where is the another edge for that you have parejo or uniform over scarf. So here only we will sew front in front with the yarn that we let at the end when we close our stitch. Here almost I finish to sew my scarf. Almost I am in the edge, and I try to find the last stitch, and is ready. So now only I can lost my yarn between the stitches. Don't pull so much your yarn. Only try to make secure our yarn. Here I try to pass, and when you see that your scarf or your yarn is secure, you can cut. And we have ready our beautiful scarf, look scarf with a cross in the front. I want to give the thank you to Yarn Katia for sending me this beautiful velour yarn. Don't forget to subscribe you here my channel. Maricita Colors in English is total free, and you can find me in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter y Pinterest. We see us in my next tutorial. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Ciao, ciao.